Hi, I'm Tim. This is the RC ERA Bell 206 helicopter ready to fly. This is what it looks like coming right out of the box. So let's take a look at the kit and see how it flies. Let's get to it. The real-world Bell 206 was a very popular and successful helicopter. About 7,700 were built. It was originally designed for the Army. Bell made a civilian version of the 206 Jet Ranger. It would fly with a variety of crew arrangements, typically a pilot and 4 passengers. Speeds about 113 knots, service ceiling above 13,000 feet. Very reliable, versatile, and low cost. It's just a very popular helicopter to this day. If you'd like to purchase the Bell, there is a purchase link in the description. Also, chapters in the timeline if you'd like to jump ahead in the presentation. This is the box of the RC ERA Bell 206 helicopter. A very nice presentation. For these ready-to-fly models, I like to take a look at the box just to get some idea what's inside. I've done other videos on these RC ERA helicopters, this size 1 to 33. Put the link up here in the description. They're very well made. They fly good. So just as with notification, there's an automatic stability system. There's gyros built in that don't get any work. There's a brushless motor, which is a high power motor. Easy to fly, I would agree with that. The battery's included, and there's some downward sensing to help with the landings. But the box is good, just odds and ends here. It says age recommendation for age 14 years and up. I think younger people can fly it. If they're younger, you might want to have some adult supervision because it is pretty much a precision flying machine. It can get away from you pretty quick, but there's no danger from it if somebody a little bit younger than 14 uses it. Just the pictures on the side, and that's really about it. They come in different color schemes. Let's take a look at the box. I'm looking at this for the first time with you, so we will open this on the back. This is what you get. Now, this one was sent to me by RTR Hobbies, so thank Vivian and company for that. I believe these are extra batteries if you order the extra batteries. This is one battery. I'm assuming it's inside the helicopter. We'll see when we take it out. These are some spare blades for the helicopter. This is USB charging for the battery. It'll be a rechargeable battery in the helicopter, 4 AA batteries on the transmitter. These are some repair tools and a tail rotor for the helicopter. And this comes out just like this. Everything's assembled. There's nothing you have to do. No fly bar, and just a nice solid presentation on the model. I think the finish is well above average. They've got a little light here. Just a nice little helicopter. I mean, I think it's going to fly just fine. Now, the battery for the helicopter is this black thing here, these 2 tabs. You simply pull them out, and this is the in-flight battery. Very handy to turn it on. This is the on-off switch for the battery. So leave this out because I'm going to have to charge it. Again, all the magics, the electronics are inside the helicopter. The 2.4 gigahertz 4-channel transmitter is here. As I mentioned, you'll have to put 4 AA batteries in the back, and then just the throttle, and then the rudder, and then forward and lateral flight. This is up and down and rotation about the axis. We'll cover that more as we fly. The on-off switch and then trim switches very nicely in here, and some switches for the rotor speed, automatic landing, automatic takeoff. So that is everything in the box. That's everything in the box. So let me, we'll take a look at the instruction manual next. This is the instruction manual for the helicopter, and it's a pretty good manual. The first half is in Chinese. I'm not concerned with that, but there is some good information, and I'll go through it in more detail after this about the specifics of the helicopter. what the transmitter does, how to charge the battery, some information on flying it, and I'll show that right after this to that. So it's not a bad manual, some good information, and there's just a lot of detail on the helicopter. This is really a precision engineered device to fly and fly as well as it does. So let's take a look at the detail of some of the instruction manual. This is the cover page of the manual for the C138 of the Bell Jet Ranger. And it's a pretty good manual. It's got the dimensions. This is a listing of everything that comes with the kit, the fully assembled helicopter battery transmitter. You got to put in 4 AA batteries for the transmitter, some good instructions on what the sticks do with up, down, rotational, and translational flight. And just to give you some idea of the engineering of this is a breakout of the inner workings. It's really quite remarkable what goes into this helicopter. The in-flight battery is easy to charge. This is a USB. Charge it into a powered port of your computer. The little light is on when it's charging, out when it's on. That's the on-off button there. Just really quite easy and simple to use. So the battery's all charged. Let's take it out and take it for some test flights. So I'll do some test flights of the Bell helicopter here. The directions are pretty good about this. They want you to turn on the transmitter first, have the helicopter fairly close. I have it facing in towards me, and we'll turn on the helicopter. You simply push the little button on the battery pack on the bottom, and the lights will probably be blinking. It depends from time to time. There's a very nice spotlight in the front and a rear light in the back bottom here. If the lights are flashing, something's wrong. So normally what we do to sync it up, we take the throttle, we go up, down, you'll hear a little beep. That means that the transmitter is talking to the receiver in the helicopter. And then to start it, you take both sticks, you go to the outside, here the 8 o'clock, the 4 or 5 o'clock position. That'll start the engine. Then this goes up, this goes down, and then this one rotates the helicopter around this vertical axis. With this stick, left to right, the helicopter will translate left to right, fore and aft. It'll go forward and aft. That's just the way it works. And then the trim will trim out those specific ones. So let me try to, and then the other thing is when you fly it, for initial flights, have it pointed away from you. It'll make orientation a lot easier. Flying in, the controls are reversed. Practice first when it's going away from you. So I'm going to turn on the transmitter. I will hold the button down for a second, and you can see the flashing light there. That means the transmitter is not talking to the helicopter. We take this stick, go down, up, down. There's a steady light. They're now connected or bonded, and we're all set to fly. And remember, to start it, we take the sticks out, and then just go ahead and fly. Off we go on a flight. Just gently power up with the left stick. Remember, the left stick is up, down, and rotational around the vertical axis. There's plenty of power. I recommend first flights pointing away from you for orientation and not too much wind. And it's a very comfortable airplane to fly, or helicopter I should say. The gyros keep it very accurately positioned. You can see it turning with the left stick there, very positive. When you take your fingers off the spring-loaded stick, it maintains a good orientation and place in the sky. It's just a fun airplane to fly, and just when you land, just reduce the left stick to full idle, full down. It lands itself, then shuts off 3 seconds later. We're here to take it off for a second flight. Again, just a very positive control. Steady as she goes. You can take your fingers off the stick. It'll more or less maintain its position, and just fun to fly it around and experiment with your practice and orientation of this fun little helicopter. We're back in for the test flights, and you saw how this thing flew. It was an exceptional little flyer. It's very well built. It's just a solid helicopter. I think you can see just from the finish on everything, just the painting, the decals, the markings, a little light in front. It's just a well thought out, nice helicopter. That's all I can say. I'm very happy with it. I probably would take your initial test flights with light wind so that you can see where it's flying to trim it out correctly. If there's much wind blowing around, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to trim it out. But other than that, it's very responsive, very comfortable fly. I feel like I'm in control the whole time of the flight. I really can't say enough good things about this helicopter. It's just a nice little model to have in your flying fleet. And best of luck with yours.